Up on the mountain, the troops are getting restless. The police become uneasy. A rock is thrown, an arrest is made, more rocks, more arrests, fighting, anger, more punches, more arrests. It seems to happen most years. But now the motorcyclists have formed a lobby group to make the point that it's not all their fault.
What brings that on is we, the riders, put in $350,000 minimum just to come through the gate. We put in probably nearly $1 million in petrol, hamburgers, beer, counter teas in that town down there, and we can't even get a decent toilet. There's no showers on the mountain. There's 8,000 people on this mountain, and there's no showers. There's minimal fresh water. The toilets are disgusting. You know, like I've been talking to the old-timers today, been here 17, 20 years, and they say, well, that's what we want. But we're talking about a big number of people, 35,000 people. They should be catered for. Just because they're bikies doesn't mean they're animals.
We were placed in a very, very difficult position here tonight. You've only got to look out here. Look, it's like a dump. Broken bottles, stones. Look at the missiles that we've got had. Vehicles damaged, police injured, because they want to put on a stir with the coppers. Well, we're not going to take it.
Most of these guys would just grog on around their campfires all night if there wasn't. You know, the only entertainment on this mountain is the police station until we've tried to help. And and what's happened? Everybody's let us down. We've got nothing. You know, I mean, this is, like I said, all out of members' pockets. The motorcyclists have tried to improve the image. We've done our job, and we feel we've been let down.
But there's always a few rat bags. They have a complete freedom of the hill here. They have fun on their motorbikes. They can do all sorts of things here, but they seem to get bored and desire to turn their attentions on a bit of a stir on the police.
There's a lot of bad media cover too. You wait till tomorrow's papers. There'll be stuff about riots and things like that. I'm only a little bloke, I've got a broken leg. It's in plaster, but I can walk around here perfectly safely.
In an effort to distract attention from the police and fight the nothing-to-do syndrome, the Motorcycle Riders Association have hired a band for the night. After the arrests that have disappeared in the paddy wagons, the band find a rather appropriate song.
Am I ever gonna see your face again?
The theory is that rock music might provide an alternative to rock throwing. But by the time the band swings into action, the crowd has quietened anyway, pacified by man's oldest anaesthetic.
Am I ever gonna see your face again?
Just be up here once a year and have Bathurst. Bathurst is Christmas, New Year, birthday, and everything else for a biker. It's all tied into one, mate. Not only that, it's Easter as well at Bathurst.
Sunday morning, and with the exception of 2 spectators who appear to have been here all night, there's a profound sense of the morning after the night before. He looks like everyone feels.
Look at that. Oh, that's when I dropped it in.
Oh, smokes.
No, I dropped it.
Smoke stains.
Burnout stain. It's got rubber on it. It's like Donnie's bloody log, shit house.
Yeah, we can take it back.
Yeah, they'll take
Drag it all the way back.
take it all the way.
Drop on the roof.
Down in the pits, the sun comes up over a rather more tranquil scene. It's still hard to get up, but there are fewer of the end-of-the-world hangovers. Sunday morning down here has more of a domestic feel. Up on the mountain, the tinnies are opening and recovery is swift. There's no real antagonism between the hard eggs on the hill and the straighter scene down on the flat. They're all into motorcycling. For rider Andrew Johnson, there's a serious reason for being here.
Competitors have got a lot of friends up in the mountain who are following them, fan clubs and etc. But they still shut themselves off completely from up in the mountain. All the bikies and the other people, they concentrate mainly in the pits here on racing, and that's it. They shut themselves out from everything else.
The guys with the bikes who've got budgets are very, very low naturally, and they tend to scrimp and scrave, and you know they come up here in tents and caravans and whatever, or sleep in the back of their truck just to race their bikes. So their enthusiasm is much greater, I feel, than the actual car racing guy.
You don't really have many big races in Australia, other than production. This is a bit of everything. It's somewhere for people to come once a year, and some let loose, some don't. We don't get time, we're too busy. We don't see half what goes on.
The atmosphere is getting a lot more professional in the pits. You only have to look around at all the tents and the gear they've got and the backups and the motors and spare bikes and even now spare riders. Everyone comes here to win, and some have got more money than the others, and the one who's most prepared, they win.
Sunday is the last day of racing, the last chance to win something or to prove something. For many of the riders, especially the novices who have saved for months, worked as long on their machines and trailered them perhaps hundreds of miles to be here, this is the last fling, the last of the adrenaline, the noise, the speed and the risk. The two big races today are the unlimited production race over 70 miles and the 500cc Grand Prix for pure racing machines. At 10:30, they line up for the unlimited.